On DC Music Rocks, we're shining a spotlight on the great songs, artists, and incredible people behind the DC region's local music scene. And Surprise Attack pushes the envelope when it comes to seamlessly blending genres and improvisation. Their unexpectedly eclectic blend of funk, jazz, rock, roots music, and hip-hop is something they often call mountain funk. Multi-part harmonies, searing instrumental leads, dynamic rhythmic breaks, and nostalgic covers are only a few of the tools Surprise Attack uses to entertain and delight you when you come and see them. This five-piece group demonstrates a keen ability to reflect the energy of an audience back at them and creating a unique and unforgettable experience. So they're also great dudes. They're sitting. I came across these guys way back when I started the show, and I've been following them for 2+ years at this point, and I love all these releases. So it is such a treat to now get to like share you guys with everybody listening. So thanks for being here, guys.
That's awesome. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, it's great to be here.
This is awesome. Now, so describe what is it that makes Surprise Attack special? I mean, so I talked about the blend of the different genres of the mountain funk. And then there's also that, I talked about sending the energy back to the audience. But what else? What makes you special?
It's the friendship at the core. You know, really we've been extremely close friends for a really long time. You know, we're all odd, we're quirky, and I really think when we get together, we really click in a way that is special. And I think the music that we put out is a direct reflection of that.
Absolutely. And if they haven't been to a Surprise Attack show, what's it like?
We try to project fun. Fun is what we've got from a lot of people. So we'll kind of try to read the crowd and sort of the venue and try to cater the musical experience to that, because, you know, you don't want to just come up there with the same couple songs that you always do. And people might get bored of that really quickly. So we like to really hit. I mean, our name is Surprise Attack. We like to really make you not have any idea what's coming. And so when you hear it, it's supposed to give that, you know, that feeling.
That's awesome. And so now, right along those lines, then, when it comes to memorable moments where you've surprise attacked someone, what comes to mind? What comes to mind for like the most successful moment for surprise attacking people?
Well, actually, recently we played. What was the name of that bar we played?
The Midlands?
Yeah, the Midlands. And we went into... Oh, sorry. We went into California Love by Tupac.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that surprise attacked the hell out of everybody.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Wow. And knew all the words, rapped to it, everything?
Yeah, like the bartenders were all taking videos and everything.
Oh,
and
man.
Everybody loved it.
That's awesome. Oh, what a cool thing. I love it. And now, story behind the name. So, Surprise Attack, where did that come from?
So, believe it or not, Surprise Attack formed a little over 10 years ago, the first time. And we were a pop-punk sort of outfit.
Really?
Yeah, we were a pop-punk sort of outfit. And so Surprise Attack was a great name for us then, and then we came back. We all love jam music, and yeah, just the segging from one song to the other, the unexpected songs that come in and out of the sets. Surprise Attack just worked, and we've kept it ever since.
Got it. And so the name was actually, that was the name of the pop-punk group,
yes,
too? So it's been Surprise Attack since the beginning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And how long of a break was it between when you stopped and came back?
It was like 8-9 years after our pretty much permanent hiatus that we all decided to move back to DC and then start playing music again.
And when you say we all, describe all the members and the pieces of the band. What makes up Surprise Attack?
All right. Well, it first was me and Tom, the guitar. Or, sorry, this is Ian on the drums, and then Tom, the guitar player, and then we had Jeremy on the keys and Danny on the bass. Originally, that was when we were in high school, and then once we split up, got back together, and Jay Rowe, the percussion player, joined the band, and that's been over a year now. So
yeah, it was kind of so everybody, I guess, like I knew all these guys back then too as well, but we all ended up going to different colleges, and so we were spread out.
Oh, of course.
Except for Tom and I, we both went to Virginia Tech, and that's where I had like my electronic drum kit there that I could, you know, make work in the townhouse that I had, and then so Tom would come over and jam, and so that's kind of how that me and him started, you know, musically collaborating. So once we all sort of moved back to this area after the college period, kind of, then got back into it.
And what about so you've described, I hear 6 people. Yeah, there's six on stage?
There's 5 of us.
5 of us. Got it. And the instrumentation is two drums. What is it? Tell me the rest.
So we've got the standard traditional drum kit. We've got J-Ro who plays percussion like congas, bongos, all sorts of random, fun,
Nice.
loud making stuff.
Okay.
Guitar. We've got keyboards, and we've got bass.
And bass. Oh, what a great. And that means you can play any cover too, because you got all the instruments you need to do that.
Yeah.
Oh man, guys, that's fun. Now, so what about now outside of the music thing, in your personal time? I want you guys to each share what do you do like for fun outside of that?
Well, actually, coincidentally, I started doing music lessons. I know this is music related, but that's actually what I do for my job now.
Really? What
yeah.
kind of you teach?
So
lessons?
I teach drums, guitar, and piano.
Where is that? Where do you do
It's
that?
it's at a place called Bach to Rock.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
teaching kind of from 6 to 13 or so, younger kids.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a lot
Alright,
of
so
fun.
you're teaching music lessons.
This
That's
guy can
fun.
play everything, man.
Yeah. Everything drums or everything? I mean, you
Like
just said
everything.
guitar and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want. Wow, man, that's amazing.
All the rock instruments.
That awesome. And what else? How about the rest of you guys?
So this is Tom, and I'm a huge yoga advocate. That's probably
Really?
the thing that eats up the most of my time outside of the band.
Now, when you say huge, does that mean daily, twice daily? What
Not
does that
twice daily. It's definitely a daily thing for me. Sometimes more than others, but it's just been a huge part of my life for the past 4 or 5 years. It really keeps me grounded.
mean? Absolutely. Well, this grounded is such a good yoga word that they
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard it associated with it. Is that and is this? Do you go to a studio to do this, or do you teach it, or do you just do it at home, or what?
Yeah, so there's a ton of great studios around Arlington, Virginia. You know, everywhere Northern Virginia and DC has them. I'll do stuff at home. I'll do stuff at studios. I like experimenting. Doing it with a community is nice, and then
Nice.
practicing on my own can be nice too sometimes.
Very cool.
And
Jay.
this is Jay, and I started skateboarding at like 6 years old and used to do it competitively. I don't do it as much anymore. I'm kind of a big guy to be skating. It hurts when I fall.
Now, when you say a big guy, if they don't know how big you
Well,
are,
I'm 6'4" and weigh about 200 pounds.
but got it.
By the
Yeah, that
way,
is pretty tall for skateboarding. you're right.
Everybody in this band is really tall except for me. Everybody's like 6'3" and above. I'm standing over here 5'9".
So Ian, the 5'9" guy, and then everybody, the giants.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing.
But yeah, so I don't do it as much anymore, but I still get out there a lot and still try to do some crazy stuff from time to time.
Nice. I like it, guys. Now, one of my favorite questions to ask, and I want each of you to answer it, is if you could offer one piece of advice, what would it be?
To other bands or
I'm going to leave it entirely up to you.
oh okay.
It's just your piece of advice to whoever.
Listen to Surprise Attack.
This is why we
That's
put
just a
Jay on
general-
all of our.
That was Jay, and Jay, you don't get to, you still got to come up with something else. But I do love that advice. I do.
That's just good advice for life in general. Just listen to Surprise Attack.
Absolutely.
Your life.
I
will
would
go
say,
better.
and then go to a show and be surprised and
Yeah.
attacked. But there's that too. So go ahead, Ian. What do you got?
Well, so I guess for bands in the area starting up and stuff, just going to a bunch of different shows and supporting local music and stuff is definitely was a big help for us as far as just making friends and also seeing different styles and stuff like that. Listen to as many people as you can, I would say.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you, Tom?
I gotta say, just in general, do your due.
Do
Yeah, do
your
your due.
due. It
It's-
sounds like a Mountain Dew commercial.
It's
Same
not
old.
a Mountain Dew commercial. But there's a lot of things that we're told we can't do, we shouldn't do, things that are just a bad idea for us to go down. In particular, as a musician, that one really strikes home for me. So really just if you've got the passion to do something, absolutely go for it and give it everything you got.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I like that one. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jay. Your second shot. More advice. I was only
Listen to
asked for one,
Surprise.
but you're allowed two.
drink a lot of coffee. No, so that it can support you to, as a musician and everything. You've still got to, as you're coming up and trying to really make it work. You've still got other things in your life you try to balance and get everything together. But just every time that I'm just kind of notice I'm sitting around and doing nothing, I just kind of had that realization and just try to stay energetic and stay on the path towards achieving whatever I've set out to achieve. So I just try to have a lot of energy when it comes to that, just so that I can achieve kind of a good balance with my goals and living life.
Absolutely. When you have those moments, take advantage of them and do the stuff that's important, not just sit around. I like that. I like that. Cool. And for those folks who want to find out more about Surprise Attack, where do they go?
SurpriseAttackDC.com is the definite place to get any and all Surprise Attack information. Looking us up on Facebook, also there's a ton of information, and all of our music is available for free for download, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes.
That's amazing. All right. And is there one social media that you guys do more on than the others?
Yeah, I mean, probably Facebook at this point, but we're getting more involved with Instagram and stuff, and
Yeah.
we're been thinking about getting a Twitter, but yeah.
Facebook and Insta.